How you getting on, boys? And welcome to the Newfie Minute News. I am your host, Greg Lear, and today we're doing one of them there special reports. Now, if you've never been on my YouTube channel before and watched MUFON case number 82604, the full disclosure, you're not really going to know what I'm talking about right now, so just stop what you're watching right now, go over on YouTube, check that out, hit subscribe while you're at it, and then come back here and listen to what I got to say. I'll give you a quick synopsis of what MUFON case number 82604 was about. Anyway, basically, I got home from work, and the three lights were up in the sky. I filmed it for about probably 30 seconds. That was that clip that you actually seen in the trailer for this video. Basically, I went inside of my house after I filmed that first 30-second clip to grab a couple people to come outside. Only one person actually come out to watch it, my brother-in-law Ryan, but he's now sadly passed away. He came outside with me, and we both actually viewed the three lights in the sky ourselves. Now, I posted on YouTube, MUFON, it ended up in the news, like UK Express and whatnot. There was a couple like Ukrainian sites and stuff like that. It ended up on. Anyways, moving on. The case was closed as unknown, possible drone. Basically, I didn't witness the lights disappear or anything like that. I actually turned around the side of my house for about probably 10 seconds to throw a cigarette butt down in the can. When I turned back around and come back out, the lights were gone. In my opinion, it was pretty fast that if it was a drone, even to land, especially for a drone back like in 2017, my drone, the DJI Air 3, is one of the fastest takeoff and landing drones that's out there. And you can argue that if you want, but it is actually one of the fastest drones that you can take off and get that thing to come back down, and this thing would have done it faster than that. So anyways, whatever, moving on from that, I never ever thought that it was a drone. I still to this day don't think it's a drone. Half of the reason why I became a drone pilot was because of this thing, so I could put this thing up in the air, a big enough drone, to see if that's what it was. No, the lights all blend in together, and if you watch my MUFON case over on YouTube, you'll see that, because I actually went ahead and filmed a drone that was probably about the same distance away, and you could not see, zoomed in, you still couldn't see these lights. So, Timmy's. Okay, so basically I took the video, I put it through ChatGPT, I asked it to take the best frame out of the video and analyze it, brighten it up, yada yada yada. It did that. It took the frame out, the brightest frame that I could find, and I was actually kind of shocked when it adjusted it. When it adjusted it, there is a clear edge on the left-hand side of the craft, possibly one up at the top of the craft as well. I thought it could have been motion blur at first. It ruled that out. It went ahead and it actually analyzed everything that it could and stated that was a possible structure. The really cool thing is that when it did that, it actually drawed what it could see as well on top of the picture, and I'll show you that as well. Take a look right there, actually. So it actually drawed what it felt that it was a structure. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. I wasn't done with it. I took the image itself, enhanced the crap out of it, as you'll see here now. Oddly, there's like a little circle thing in the center of it as well. I don't know if that's just my eyes seeing it. I don't know if you can see it too. Comment down below if you think what it is. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. When it really comes down to it, I put it through. It enhanced the video, showed like a little center and whatnot. And then I tried it again and tried it again and tried it again. And the odd thing was that it pulled out several frames that it said that it could see a possible structure, and even gave a description on what it could see, stating that it could see like two sides, that it possibly had a reflective undersurface. There was no motion blur in the video, so that was ruled out. There were, you know, it several things that it did. I don't know if it's because maybe ChatGPT doesn't watch a video like me and you does. It actually it actually looks at the video as a frame by frame basis. So I don't know if that's how it picked this out. Maybe it's nothing, right? Maybe it's not, right? But I just thought it was very interesting that it kept doing this, and that it was a triangle formation every time. It wasn't that it was like, okay, this time it was a square, okay, and this time, oh yeah, there's like a round blur around it, or this time it always kept going to a triangular form with like almost looked like a solid structure in the same spots all the time. The really weird thing is that, like, if it did it once, I'd rule it off as a one-off thing, and I'm just, you know, whatever. But the fact is that I put the video through several times. Now remember, I'm a drone pilot, right? I fly a DJI Air 3. I love the damn thing. If you see by my videos, I take a lot of footage. I fly it a lot. And I've flown this thing at night, and I'm telling you, a drone don't look like that when it's up in the sky. The lights blend into pretty much one blob. So if that was a drone, that was one big ass drone, or it was very far away and it was very large. Once again, there was no sound. I heard nothing. And it hovered there for like 30 minutes, 35 minutes from what I watched it. I recorded the thing for over 6 minutes, remember? And I've never ever in my life have I seen a drone look like that in the sky, especially when putting a camera on it, had the lights blend into one. These things, like, it had to have been a very big drone to keep those lights even separated the way they looked on film. If you'll even see in my reveal, I've recorded a drone flying, and you'll see that it had multiple lights. When the drone turned, it flashed at the camera a few times. Not once did this thing flash at the camera besides that one flickering light, and that one flickering light did not flicker like a normal light, if you understand what I'm saying. Indicator lights, how they look, they're usually not that big. Like, that was a big light. And the way, like I said, the two backlights, they just hung in the sky. It was very odd. Anyways, have you seen it before? If you've seen it before, let me know. I want to hear your story about it. Was it moving? Mine didn't move, that I seen it. Obviously it did. Either it disappeared, like we seen it once happen in the footage. It completely shut itself off and then lit right back up again. Whatever that was about. Have you ever seen it move? Have you ever seen it land? Have you seen it take off? Have anyone out there, have you seen this thing before? And what is your opinion on it? What do you think it is? Do you think it's a drone? Do you think that I'm crazy? Can you show me a drone of that make and model? Because I mean, like I said, I had an expert drone guy from the USA that apparently manufactures drones, and he had no idea what kind of drone that would be, besides if someone built it themselves. And he even said that the only way it would do what it did in 2017 if someone linked up multiple batteries to it. It's kind of strange why someone would go through that much effort, make that size of an aircraft. That'd be pretty pricey as well. I'm telling you, repairing your drone is not cheap. DJI has a service called Refresh for a reason. And building these things aren't cheap. Even from just the little motors, to the internal measurement units and you know what I mean? The props, even, like, they can, after a while, become costly if depending on type of videos you do, like my videos that I do. Right in the forest and that, you break those a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a drone pilot, I look at things different. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to believe it's a drone. Maybe that's why I don't want to accept it. I don't know what to tell you. But the bottom line is, I've yet to have anyone show it to me. I've yet to have anyone that can say, "Oh yeah, Greg, this is a," and then give me the name of what the drone is. I've never had anyone besides AI keep going back and forth to the TR-3B. Type of UAP, you'd have to go ahead and search on Google or whatever. Trust me, there's thousands of cases and information on it and whatnot, pictures and images of what people believe this thing really looks like and stuff like that. So, like, I don't know. Like I said, my opinion, number one, is probably a very, very high-end military craft, possibly. Number two, I don't have a number two, because number two, you're going into, extraterrestrial territory kind of thing, right? Like, I've seen several things weird in the sky. I have several of them. This one was by far the weirdest. I don't have an explanation still, even after these images that you've seen. I still got nothing, right? But I'm never going to give up on it. Maybe one day AI will become good enough that it'll be able to reconstruct what it is, maybe by linking all information out there to it. It could eventually finally tell us what these things are, but I know I've looked online and there's been several videos of them, even on Slaptam. I've seen them. These weird triangle lights that people have filmed on the door cams. They've filmed just on their cell phones. They've filmed on even high-end cameras. The government has filmed these weird triangle things in the sky. I don't know what they are, but if you know what they are, hey man, by all means, show me, let me know. I'll accept it. I will. I promise. If someone can give me definitively, this is what this is, I will accept it. Until that time, I'm not accepting it's a drone. And as MUFON, I still believe it's unknown. It's a UAP. And